So good day everyone. In this video we're gonna try to solve or simplify the complex numbers. But before we solve anything, we just need to remember a couple of things, um, and that is the power of I. So I to the power of n is equal to reasons, and I to the power of 0 is 1 because any number raised to 0 is 1, and I raised to 1 is I because any number raised to 1 is the same number, and I squared is equal to negative 1, and I cube is equal to negative I, and I to the power of 4 is equal to 1, and I to the power of 5 is equal to I. So that is the things you must remember to solve the A complex numbers. So as you can see here, we have a couple of example that we're going to solve. So number one is I to the power of 27. So first thing first, we're gonna need to identify if the given is even or odd. So if it's even, we're gonna write it down as I to the power of n is equal to quantity of I squared. And if it's odd, we're gonna write it down as I to the power of n is equal to quantity of I squared n minus 1 over 2. So in this case, our example here is odd, so we're gonna write it down as 1 to the power of 27 is equal to, first is we're going to um, subtract 1 from the given number. So 27 minus 1 is 26. So I 26 times I, and then we're going to divide it by 2. So 26 divided by 2 is equal to 13. So I squared 13 and times I. So earlier we discussed the terms, or you're going discuss that I squared is equal to negative 1. So we're going to substitute negative 1 in this problem. So I squared is equal to negative 1, as we discussed earlier, negative 1 over 13I times I. So to simplify, negative 1 times 13, negative 1 to the power of 13 is equal to negative 1 times I. So negative 1 times I is equal to negative I. So that's how you get the answer. So number 2 here is just a simple problem. So quantity of 3 plus 2I plus quantity of 3 minus 2I. So first thing first, we need to combine like terms. So 3 plus 3 is 6, and 2 plus negative 2 is equal to 0. So our answer here is just 6, and number 3 is a multiplication. So in this case, we're going to use the FOIL method. So 2 times 2 is 4, 2 times 3 is 6, 2 times 3I is equal to 6I, and then 3 negative 3I times 2 is equal to negative 6I, and negative 3 times negative 3I is equal to positive 9I squared. So First, we need to combine. Negative 6i minus 6i is equal to what? Negative 12i. So in this case, this is our constant, or this number is cannot be combined because wala siya ka-term. So 4, we just sulat na nato siya. So 6, negative 6 minus 6i is equal to negative 12i. And as you remember earlier, that that I squared is equal to negative 1. So we're gonna substitute it. So plus 9 times negative 1, and then simplify. 4 minus 12i plus minus negative 9, and then combine like terms again. Negative 4 minus 9 is equal to negative 5 minus 12. So this is our final answer.